Matt Connerton. And of course, my partner in crime, Eric Pilcher, is here. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Matt.
So for those of you joining us live, night 2 of WrestleMania 42 just concluded. And very, very exciting. I think, though, now Eric and I were talking right before we went on 42 about whoa, it's like I'm time traveling a few seconds back. We were talking about because yesterday when we came on live at the end of night 1, Jenny and I were a little bit behind because Saturdays are very busy for me. So I had not yet seen we had paused it during the Liv Morgan Stephanie Vaquer match, and then so I hadn't seen any of the main event. So yeah, I see what you guys mean about the the Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan match was very short. Although I wonder if that has anything to do with what happened with Stephanie Vaquer. I mean, with Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez when they had that collision in that backstage segment where they hit their heads.
I didn't even think of that, but
yeah. So I wonder if she was concussed, and so they kept it short.
I mean, if she's concussed, though, I think
in theory, she shouldn't have been in the ring at all if she's concussed.
Right? Like, yeah. Or like you do a just hard pivot and have Vaquer win.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Even if your theory's accurate, which it very well could be, I'm not dismissing it.
Yeah.
There are so many better ways you do that. You navigate that than the way they did.
Yeah. And then the other thing, the main event, of course, last night, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. I will say this. I continue to enjoy Pat McAfee as a heel. And the funniest thing to me, and I don't even know why this tickled me so much. Jenny and I both thought this was really funny. Oh, here's Austin. We'll add him to the stream.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Austin, welcome.
Hey.
We were just kind of talking about, I was offering my thoughts on a little bit of last night's show because, as you know, I hadn't seen the end of it yet when we were on last night, and then we can go into tonight's show. But the main event. So I was just saying to Eric, I continue to enjoy Pat McAfee as a heel. And one thing he did that Jenny and I just thought was really funny, and it's one of those odd things. It's like, I don't even know why it's funny, but it just was funny. When he took the mic from Alicia Taylor to do Randy Orton's ring entrance, she started and he grabs the mic, and just the way it doesn't even really make sense, but it's just the way that he said it, the way he goes, yeah, right, Alicia. I don't know. And it just struck me as so funny. It's like, yeah, right. What do you even mean? But just the way he delivered the line was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And no, I love Pat McAfee as a heel.
His wife posted on Instagram this morning that a photo, and it says, for the first time since 2017, I wake up knowing my husband is completely done with wrestling.
Yeah,
that's what Pat said though. Is if Orton loses, he is done with wrestling.
Yeah, I don't believe it though, because there's also that thing about, we don't know. There's a little bit of a mystery here about what is the agreement that British, what does he call him? British Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis. What is this agreement that he had Pat McAfee sign? They kept that a mystery. We still don't know what that is. So we'll see. And heels lie, so he could have lied. He could have lied to his wife about it. Or his wife could be in on it. But no, but I enjoy Pat McAfee as a heel. I think it's funny. Again, it would have been nice if his involvement had made more sense logically from a storytelling perspective. But and I thought the match was good. And I liked, you guys were talking about how they got all the shenanigans out of the way, the thing with Jelly Roll and everything. They got that all out of the way before the match actually started, which I thought was cool. I thought the match was good. Cody won. Yeah, it was decent.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. What did you give overall night 1? Like your letter grade?
I'm going to give overall night 1 a B-. I think I definitely, I know a lot of people are crapping on it. Once again, I have the unpopular opinion in the internet wrestling community. I enjoyed the matches. Nothing really. I can't think of anything that really bothered me or that I was put off by. The only thing that I think the only reason I wouldn't, in fact, I thought about giving it a B. The only reason I'm going to B- is because I do feel like, and this would apply to both nights. There's not, we didn't get any like big surprise, like big shock this year on either night. And they usually try to surprise us with something, some kind of big reveal or something really surprising. And I think that was missing this year.
I think the big surprise really was Paige.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. So we did get something. That's right. But apparently it didn't make enough of an impression on me because I actually forgot about it for a moment.
I think it was kind of blown by Friday afternoon.
Oh, it got spoiled.
Yeah, like
still got a huge pop though.
Yeah,
still got a huge pop. But yeah, I'm gonna say a B- for the whole thing. By the way, for both nights.
And I don't know if you guys talked about this before I jumped in here, but apparently Cody Rhodes got legitimately hurt.
Yeah, they
his eye is
WWE World appearance today.
Well, his eye is completely swollen shut.
It was the punt kick, right? Orton's punt kick had actually connected.
There was a punch outside the ring that gave him a black eye, but something swelled it up and swelled it shut. So it was either the punt kick or the belt shot.
I thought it was the belt shot.
Oh, maybe. See, in kayfabe though, they should say if they're smart, they'll say it was the punt.
They definitely are going to play it up, but
the punt looked snug too, though. So who knows?
Yeah. I actually read online that there is growing concern that Cody could have suffered an orbital fracture.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then
he'll have to wear a mask like the Undertaker did when it happened.
Undashing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would go that route. I think they would just shell him.
Yeah, I was kidding. I don't think they're going to do that.
No, I mean, I could, like, if they were still like family owned, I could see that.
Really?
But I don't think TKO will allow
too much liability.
Yeah, like, you know, even with a protective mask on, so many things could go wrong.
True. Fair.
And, you know, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where they, depending on his health, where they go with this. Because the initial plan was Pat McAfee and Randy Orton versus Jelly Roll and Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes at Backlash.
Yeah.
But I think with what happened last night, that's off the table now. So
they probably saw the reaction to that match and was like, we probably can't do this.
Yeah. Probably why they got it out of the way. I could see him doing McAfee versus Jelly Roll.
Ugh.
I mean, you set it up. I mean, I don't like it, but you know, if you're gonna do it, do it.
How about McAfee and Logan Paul versus Jelly Roll and I Show Speed?
Oh,
just have an all celebrity. Well, I mean, I know Logan Paul's the quote unquote full timer now, but just to make Jim Cornette furious.
That's all. You know what? If it gets corny to blow an artery on his podcast, I'm all for it. Although Austin still hates him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I sent Austin a very heartwarming story about Jim Cornette when his pet rat George died.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin's no change.
I mean, it's a rat.
Mm-hmm. I actually like Jim Cornette, and yet I had the same feeling about it. It's a rat. Who cares?
How can you? That was a loved member of his family.
That bitch is supposed to die. You ain't supposed to have a pet rat.
Yeah, I agree. There's some sort of, you got to be, no offense to anyone who has a pet rat, but there's something wrong with you if you have a pet rat. You're psychotic.
I will say this.
You're clinically insane.
When I take Vito to Petco.
You pretend he's a rat?
No, he likes he goes over to the rodents area and he will sit there and watch the guinea pigs, the rats, and the ferrets play.
Okay.
I debated for a gift for him, getting him like a pet guinea pig or something.
He'd probably eat it.
Yeah, I'm like, tonight for the first time, Rocky and I always had a tradition. Rocky would get steak. Tonight, since it is my birthday today, I made steak for Vito and I. Vito got his first steak ever, and he destroyed it. Like it was done.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Well,
Austin's like, fuck your birthday.
I told you happy birthday in private. I didn't think it had to be a public thing. Happy birthday.
I mean, you are family. I mean,
happy birthday, I guess.
Again.
Well, should we talk about tonight's WrestleMania?
Yeah. Very interesting opening.
Oh, and there was another. I forgot there was another surprise tonight. What happened after the opening match? Immediately after.
Oba Fett versus Brock.
This match was.
Oba wins in a squash.
This match,
I wouldn't call it a squash, but it was short.
I mean, he took an F5 dead center of the ring
and no-sold it.
And no-sold it. When I call something a squash, I don't look at necessarily time. I look at what happened from bell to bell.
Yeah, but squash implies it was one-sided, and Brock did get a significant amount of offense.
No-sell a finish, that's pretty.
I don't think that makes it a squash. I think we disagree on what a squash is, but regardless. And by the way, I don't. Sorry.
This match was everything it needed to be.
Yeah,
This match existed to get Obafemi over to that highest level, and this is exactly what happened.
Yeah, I have no issue with the match or what it did. Yeah. I'm shocked Brock went with the creative for the match. Personally,
I have a theory.
Match was too short. We have a comment that the match was too short, in my opinion.
I have a theory about that. Well, I have a couple theories. Let me just throw these at you guys. One is that, the match was first in the night, and we all know Brock likes to go on first because he wants to do the match and get the hell out of there. He's not going to linger around because he doesn't.
Big names for ESPN.
Well, that too. But Brock does historically. He prefers to go on first and just get it out of the way. But I also wonder. So a couple of other theories that kind of shoot off of that. One being, did Brock, because he was going to be doing the job, did he say, hey, let's keep it short. I'm losing anyway. Let's keep it short. Get me out of there. This and that. Or is it also possible that Brock, if he really is retiring, which is what it looks like because of what happened after the match, did Brock suggest, I want to put, if this is it for me, I want to put him over. I want to put him over strong. Brock, so keep it short. So we'll put Obafemi over really strong.
Brock Lesnar has no desire to give anything back to this business.
Oh, I disagree. I disagree a great bit. I disagree with that a great bit, actually. Think about what he did for Drew during their build a few years ago.
I mean, there have been flashes of it, but this would be a complete turn of character.
But if this is the end.
According to Fightful, though, Brock Lesnar specifically asked for Oba this year at Mania.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah. I didn't either.
It came out during the show that Brock specifically asked to wrestle Oba this year.
Look.
Interesting.
I mean, if Brock had the foresight to request that, which if he did, I'm going to say there could be a little bit of Paul Heyman being in his ear on it.
Sure.
Kudos. Look, the match was everything it needed to be. I thought the end. I think if this is just a swerve down the road, then you diminish what Obafemi did.
Yeah, I don't think it's a swerve.
I think if this is just a work, you're going to diminish what Obafemi did in that ring. And that would be criminally wrong. So I do think it's the end for Brock. And I said this to Austin in private message. I said this would be very on point for him. His terms, he's going out the way he wants to go out.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And, because everyone else was thinking, oh, he could go ahead and get go out at SummerSlam in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And the point, and I always thought that was ridiculous, because who are you going to have him face? Going to have him face Obafemi again? Or are you going to have him face Gunther when everyone
that would have been cool.
And when everyone knows what the end result is going to be.
You gotta think a couple weeks ago, Gunther said that Paul Heyman does owe him a favor.
Oh, interesting.
I do not, with the way they're building Obafemi, I really think creative realizes that if you bring Brock back that soon after this, because in wrestling, no one's ever really retired. We know that whole song and dance. But I think if you bring Brock back too soon, you diminish what Oba did in that match. That would be wrong.
That is interesting, though. Maybe that is where they're going. Austin, I'd forgotten about that. What Gunther said to Paul Heyman. That's a great point. And I don't know. Does it really, because it was a short match and Eric, you feel it was a squash, quote unquote. I don't know if it really diminishes Obafemi in any way.
I don't think it's going to diminish what Obafemi did, because what I think they're going to have Obafemi do later this year, we're not even going to be thinking about what happened with Brock coming back.
That's true. Good point.
Because my understanding is that right now he's one of the few that is penciled in to win the Royal Rumble in 2027.
That's true.
He's one of the few that they're talking about.
Let's be honest. If it was me booking, Obafemi would win King of the Ring this year, and then you fast track that dude right into a match with Roman at SummerSlam.
I like that.
I read a rumor
and you have him beat Roman.
I read a rumor about where they're going with Roman for SummerSlam, and it's not Oba.
What is it?
Gunther.
Should be interesting.
Not as interesting as Oba, but
they have time with Oba too. Remember, Oba's like, what is he, like 26, 25?
He's super young.
He's super young, so they've got time with him. There's no hurry with
he started wrestling 3 years ago.
And
yeah.
I prefer Gunther, because you could really tell a good story there that Gunther could be like, I never got my rematch. Punk injured me. I never got a shot at him. Roman, you have the title. I mean, it's a tough spot to be in creatively, because where do you go with those two? But I would love to see Roman and Oba at WrestleMania, which I won't be watching next year, but it would be a good match in Saudi, in Riyadh.
Yep. And then then the scene, of course, after the match, that's the big news, right? Brock taking off his
took his gloves off, took his boots off. It did seem real to me.
It did. Me too.
I didn't think it was real till I saw Paul Heyman cry.
Yeah.
That's when it hit me that, okay, this isn't a work.
Yeah. Well, also seeing Brock crying, because we never see that
to the fans. Like, Brock hates the fans.
Well, that's the thing. So that's why I think it was real. Yeah.
I think now would be the good time for him to be done. Especially in light of recent updated allegations.
Yeah.
I think now's a good time. Go to your 500-acre forest in bumfuck Canada, wherever it is, and just enjoy your life.
Like enjoy being a dad, you know.
I mean,
His
his
daughter
kids are
his daughter is a stud at Colorado State in track. So
his kid is like a stud hockey player. He's like a tank on skates. So
I looked it up. Bumfuck is in Quebec specifically.
it's in Quebec
Yeah.
and French Canadians.
Yeah.
Of
So
course,
I
be
could
there.
probably
doesn't Brock
drive
live
there.
in Canada now?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's why I said it. Go back to your 500-acre land in bumfuck Canada. Yeah,
Okay.
he said he lives there because he hates people.
Yeah. He's not a people person.
No,
a
not
people
at all.
person. No.
Yeah. I have
Alright.
never in my entire time of being a WWE fan and Brock Lesnar's been around, you have never seen a Brock Lesnar signing at WWE World.
No.
No, pretty sure he doesn't do any Make-A-Wish.
I do
Yeah.
think
Could you imagine being a make I interviewed Brock once and
You did?
not enjoyable.
Really?
I bet not.
No. Like one very as big as he is on TV, it doesn't do him justice.
Mm.
When he's sitting like across from you, you realize that this guy could probably squash me with his palm.
That would be
Yeah.
a squash.
Yeah. And not a charismatic guy, not a real thoughtful guy.
Yeah.
I asked him because I was writing for Taekwondo Times at the time. I'm like, when are you going to start adapting more jiu-jitsu in your fight game? And he looked at me and he goes, do I look like I need jiu-jitsu?
Fair question.
And
counter-
I'm like,
question.
No, sir.
I go, well, I think it would help you. And he goes, I go in there. I
Why
kick
did you
ass.
say that?
He goes, I go
I think
in
it would
there,
help you.
I punch.
Holy shit.
He said, I go
He's
in
the
there.
current UFC World Heavyweight
No,
Champion.
he
Yeah,
wasn't.
I think it would help you a lot.
No, he wasn't. This is after he beat Heath Herring in his second UFC fight.
Okay.
Oh, so he was about to win the UFC Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes, you know what I do? I go in there, I punch people, they die. That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
I'm like, he goes, so, Mr. Reporter, do you think I need jujitsu?
You could have been
No.
as Pat McAfee if you'd played it right.
Oh, yeah.
And but no, he shook my hand after and said thank you.
Oh,
nice.
okay. It was polite
Yeah,
at least.
we were cool. His hand swallowed up to my wrist.
Yeah.
That was frightening.
Mm.
And I kind of thought of myself as Mr. Reporter for the next 3 days. Like people would say Eric, and I'd be like, what? I wouldn't respond. I'm like, I'm Mr. Reporter. Brock Lesnar said so.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely not as nice as George St. Pierre.
I do think though, unless I'm misremembering, that Brock is advertised for Raw tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
It could be a farewell thing.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be a farewell thing. But
But if it's a swerve though, that's where the swerve would happen, I would imagine.
look, I'm also going to say this though about advertised.
It doesn't
Well,
always mean they're
Brock,
gonna be there.
Brock is very hard for that. But Boomer, I'm not an intimidating guy, so there was no need to be hard with me. There just wasn't.
Yeah.
But you know what? I may have poo-pooed my pants at that moment. But regardless, Punk's advertised too for
Card
Toronto.
subject to change.
Yeah, and he's rumored to be taking a few months off now.
Okay.
So
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I anytime someone's advertised for the Raw after Mania,
Well,
dismiss
for any wrestling event, really.
I dismiss it, especially Raw after Mania, because I think anyone that's listed, it's done as a swerve to try to because they want to throw you off the sheets.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So Rhea Ripley was advertised for tomorrow night's Raw. Doubt she's going to be on there. We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay. So, anything else on Lesnar versus Femi? Should we go on to the next
next match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless Austin, you had something to add.
I was just gonna say it wasn't. I don't even know if I can call this a good match, but like it could have gone worse.
To do.
Yeah, I mean, I was terrified that they were gonna have Brock win because it would not have at all shocked me if Brock won this match. But it did what the right person won and in the right way, I think.
Yep. I agree.
It did what it had to do.
I agree.
And I think it was a good call to have that match on ESPN.
Yeah.
I do too.
Oh, yeah, great call.
Yep. Okay.
The next match was also a great call to have on ESPN. This match was awesome. I love this match.
There was too much red in this match. You had Dragon Lee wearing red, Penta wearing red, Rey Mysterio wearing red.
Rey Mysterio was dressed as Deadpool, if people didn't notice.
I don't care what he was dressed up as. I had a hard time telling Penta and Rey apart when they would go to the wide camera. Because you're like, what? Like, that was crazy to me. There's one guy that really shined to me in this match, and you guys are probably going to disagree, and I don't give a shit. I think JD McDonough became a star in this match.
JD McDonough bumped his ass off.
Yes. JD McDonough is a guy that I think low key you could have in the main event picture.
I think he's outstanding. And by the way, when he had that injury, I mean, most people would have died remember what happened to him when he hit his head on the table a couple years ago. Yeah. I mean, and he got up and finished the match.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because that giant head of his is just really, really hard. But my God, I mean, I have enormous respect for JD McDonough just for that alone. But I agree with what you were saying, Eric. I mean, I think he's incredible.
I think, and I got to give credit to one other guy in that match. There was a spot near the end of this match that if this individual wouldn't have had the wherewithal to lean a little bit forward on the ladder, it would have ended very badly. Kudos to Rusev.
Yeah.
When Javon Evans went for that ace crusher off the rope, he undershot it.
Well, the replay, he jumps off the ring post instead of the turnbuckle.
Yeah. That's what I mean, is he underestimated it. If Rusev doesn't lean a little to the left, that ends horribly. Yeah. And forget you effed up chant. Javon Evans is seriously injured.
Yeah.
So Rusev really did a great job, but I agree with Penta winning.
Yeah, I do too.
I think if you would have had Rey win, you set it up for a very good story with Dominic that I don't know if they're ready to tell that final story yet.
That would have been interesting, yeah.
I think they're saving that for Rey's swan song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have no problem with Penta winning this. I think all of them looked good. If I could be, Javon Evans looked a little overwhelmed with the setting.
Holy Christ.
What?
I disagree completely.
There was just some things I saw that he had a few whiffs in it, those are things you fix. For it being his first Mania,
Yeah, he's a
It's
young
what it
guy
is.
too. I mean,
And
I'm
it's
sure it is
elaborate.
I'm sure it is overwhelming.
Yeah,
You know,
I
who could
mean,
blame him?
but I think JD McDonough came out of this looking like a star. And the way Penta took care of him on that Mexican destroyer on the ladders,
That looked gnarly.
that looked gnarly. But when you watch the replay, you realize JD didn't take a lick on that. It was all Penta.
Yeah.
Penta took the brunt of that.
Yeah.
And so kudos to Penta. All of them I thought did an amazing job.
Yeah. So with Penta winning, I figured Penta was gonna win because he hasn't had this title for long, and
Very much behind him right now.
Yeah, he's very over with the crowd. It seems like WWE really likes him. It's just, you look at everybody else in this match, like JD, they haven't done anything for him to warrant a title win. Rusev, I straight up did not want to see him win this match because I'll be honest, I'm so cooled off on Rusev. It's not even funny.
Me too. I think everyone is.
Yeah.
Ray
is over.
Yeah. Ray winning, like you said, would have been cool. It would have been nice for him to have that moment, but it's just where they're at with everything. I didn't see it happening. So Penta winning was the likely outcome, and it was
the logical move.
It was the best outcome. Like, just because it's predictable doesn't make it bad. So
Right. Okay.
And Rusev did take a very hellacious bump with Ray on the seated senton through the ladder.
Yep.
Yeah. And I hate when I see this online. People like, oh, that ladder was cut.
It didn't look like it.
You do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
You do it. I don't care if it's cut or not. It's a piece of aluminum and you're hitting it at roughly 20 to 30 miles per hour.
Well, not only that. Oh, go ahead, Austin.
I'm gonna say it looks a lot better with the aluminum ladder than when they did like wood a few years ago, and the ladder would just explode into 4 different pieces.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's very dangerous.
That looked cheap. That didn't look good. But like with the aluminum,
I don't have an issue with if you're gonna gimmick the ladders because it's
no. Because the other thing too is the thing that I would say to anyone who complains about that is you're watching a television show and there's props. I mean, what the hell do you want? It'd be like watching a television series where there's a murder and saying, well, why didn't they use a real gun? I mean, what is wrong with people? Weird thing to complain about.
I wanted him to die for real.
Yeah, I mean, it's bizarre that anyone would even bitch about that.
Over 20 years ago, I'll tell you guys this. Over 20 years ago, I was hanging out with the Scott County wrestling guys. Yeah. And we were watching TNA wrestling. And there was a table spot. And I'm like, it's gimmicked. I'm like, it hurts, but you're fine. You just roll off it. You're good.
Yeah.
One of the guys goes, and he was a buddy of mine. He goes, okay. He goes, come to the show 30 minutes early. I'm like, okay, cool. So their next show got there 30 minutes early, and he goes, you showed up. I'm like, yeah, Todd, I showed up. What? And he goes, get in the ring. I'm like, why? And he goes, you're going to see how a gimmick table feels. And I'm like, stop. And he goes, no, get in the ring. And I'm like, okay. So got in the ring. He like grabbed me, picked me up, and threw me down on the table. And I never again said, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, one, it's like you're hitting wood and you think the landing is the best part of it. No, it's the worst because you go through the table hurts, and you're like, oh, that's the last of it. And then 3 seconds later, you hit the mat.
Yeah.
And that really hurts.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm pretty sure he stiffed me.
Probably.
Yeah. Everyone beats up on Eric, either verbally or physically, and I don't understand it.
Well, you are Mr. Reporter.
Mr. Reporter.
That's what happens.
You don't become the managing editor of the Irish Tribune without taking risks.
Oh. Was that how you got the job? You told them Brock Lesnar was mean to you and you got put through a gimmick table?
No, that wasn't a part of the interview process. They did ask, like, who's the biggest name you interviewed, and it wasn't Brock Lesnar.
Oh, was it the keyboard player from Vanilla Fudge?
I was gonna say it might have been the keyboard player from Vanilla Fudge. No, I said it was NFL Hall of Famer Gale Sayers.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'm sure that's
Brian's song.
What is that? Isn't that an Elton John song? Brian's song?
No, it's a movie, Matt.
Oh, is it about sports ball?
Well, yeah, but even people who don't like sports ball love Brian's song. It's a very heartwarming story about friendship.
It sounds like it's about a song.
Right.
Austin, please. Let's.
Anything else on the ladder match, or should we move on?
I liked it.
I did too. No, I did too. I thought it was very good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I think, if you look at what I thought was a failure, night one in the 2 matches they selected for ESPN, I thought they more than made up for it on night 2, especially with these 2 matches actually airing on ESPN, not ESPN2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought brilliant decision.
Yeah, I agree. All right. What was next?
Next
it was Finn and Dominic, right? Or
yes.
No? Okay.
Was it?
Yes.
No, I think it was the United States champion.
It was. Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
It was Trick Williams and Sami Zayn.
Oh. Yeah. I thought this match was okay. I didn't think it was anything special.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Once again, which unfortunately was a recurring theme for this WrestleMania for some reason, was the match was just too short, in my opinion.
It was 10 minutes.
Yeah, very easy. If you bump this up to like 14 or 15 minutes, I think we would have gotten a lot better.
Yeah, it did. It just, to me, it was a dud because they just never got into a flow.
Yeah.
It's like they got started and then boom, go home.
Yeah.
The other thing, and again, I referenced this, I told Austin this in the in our private chat, Sami overwhelmingly booed.
Yeah.
When he came out.
Yeah. It's very odd. I don't know if it's the fans booing Sami Zayn himself or booing his booking or whatever the case may be, but like
I think he's a heel now.
I think after this match, I think a double turn took place here.
Yeah.
Whether creative intended it to or not.
Well, I think they did. I think that's the direction they've been going. I think it's been a slow heel turn for Sami.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sami works as a heel. And
I think he does. I prefer heel Sami Zayn. I know I'm in the minority, at least amongst the 3 of us.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But if the guy doesn't believe in the character, the fans aren't going to get behind the character. And I don't know if Sami can fully embrace a full-on heel. I think Sami can embrace not at the level he's going to have to here. I've always looked at heel Sami as just a emboldened tweener.
Really?
Yeah. I don't ever. Yeah.
Mm.
Or like if he's been with Kevin Owens, it makes it very easy to have him be a full-on heel because Kevin Owens. Anytime he's been a heel on his own, he's been to me a tweener. He hasn't been a full-on I hate you, spit in your face heel.
I don't know. I like him as a heel, and I like the direction they're going with him, and I think it's kind of cool. I'm
interested to see where it goes. But I don't know. Like, did Sami Zayn really need to be in this spot over Carmelo Hayes, for example? I don't think so. I think you could have just ran Carmelo and Trick here, and it would have been just as good. I think
the only thing is, though, if you hadn't done this whole thing with Sami Zayn and Trick Williams, we might never have gotten the Gingerbread Man, which I personally think is very funny.
I
like that. I like that whole thing.
That's a shirt now.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, I have read that they didn't want to do Trick and Carmelo on the main card this soon.
Well, that makes sense to me. There's no rush.
Well, because they did it in NXT.
Right.
They always want to keep rivals from NXT away from each other for a while.
Yeah.
Because they saw what it did with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn when they both came up to the main card, and then just boom, you brought both of them into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no rush to get to it, but they'll get to it. Yeah,
I thought Trick's entrance here was really cool with the never-ending jacket. Trick.
I like that too.
Trick kept looking back up towards the ramp.
I noticed that,
and I think he was just like, and one of my friends told me was people were actually reaching over the barricade and like tugging at it.
Oh, really?
I thought he was afraid it was going to get caught on one of the lights.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. Like, I just thought it was hilarious. Like, every little bit he kept walking down, he would always like turn back.
I felt like he was trying to look like he was looking at the fans.
Yeah.
Was my perception, but you could tell what he was really looking at. Yeah, he was concerned.
Yeah, I agree with Austin. It was way too short. I don't think they were allowed to get into much of a rhythm. Yeah. So to me, this match was just.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I don't want to bash Sammy or Trick. I like both of them, but it was a dud. It just.
Yeah.
The right guy won, though. I will say that.
Yeah, I agree.
You can say that the end result was great.
Yeah.
Everything leading up to it, meh. It was.
And Trick, in my opinion, is a future star. In my opinion, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
I think in like 4 years' time, we could see Trick main eventing one of these, and
maybe quicker than that.
I firmly believe that.
I mean, it just depends on. There are so many things that go into that, health, and
And he's very young. There's no. Actually, he and Carmelo both. I think they're. What are they in their early to mid 20s? So there's no rush. There's no rush with these guys. They can take their time, develop their characters.
Yeah.
But I agree. I mean, Trick Williams is going to be a big star, and he already carries himself like a big star, which is a big part of that.
And the crowd interaction always helps. I mean. They legitimately did not stop chanting "Whoop that Trick" his entire entrance. Which
they need to get the rights to the song "Whoop That Trick" for his entrance. Call up 3-6 Mafia and get it done. I mean, it can't be hard. I mean, 3-6 Mafia has done entrance music for WWE before.
They did Mark Henry's theme.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was them.
Somebody's going to get their ass kicked.
Yep. The only thing that I could think that would prohibit them is maybe Paramount, because it was a part of a Paramount soundtrack.
Okay.
And I don't know what the rights are on that. As Matt can attest, songs that are in movies, the rights become very tricky.
Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah. Oh, tricky. That's a good pun.
Ooh.
Trick Williams. I like puns.
I know you like puns, Matt, but I didn't intend for that one.
Shout out White Chicks.
Huh?
The dance battle? That's the song they dance to in the dance battle.
In White Chicks?
Yeah.
No, that's in Road Trip.
No, in White Chicks when they do the dance battle in the
No,
club.
in Road Trip, that's the song they use in the dance.
No, I'd watch White Chicks again.
I have no desire to watch White Chicks ever.
Me neither. I've never seen it, and I remember.
No, you don't want to.
In
I think
the fucking dance battle at the bar, tricky.
I have never seen White Chicks.
Wow,
I think Siskel and Ebert said it's literally the worst film ever made.
Whoa! Chill out.
Well, they're both dead now.
Austin, did you have some real American beer before you came on tonight?
What's wrong with the movie White Chicks?
I mean, it's overtly racist. I mean, other than that,
it was made over 20 years ago.
And it's not funny.
Oh, I beg to differ.
I am curious to see it now.
Matt, you shut up.
Well, because I've never met anyone before who actually thought it was a good movie. So now I'm curious.
No. You cannot watch White Chicks until you watch No Holds Barred.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Like, you can't sit here and be like, oh, I got to watch White Chicks and to hell with No Holds Barred.
Are you sure I can't do that?
I am pretty sure that's a law.
You know how many parties I've gone to and White Chicks is just playing in the background?
Yeah, because it's on free TV because no one wants to pay to watch it.
Oh, you're busted, Austin. Boomer 3517 says you were downing real American beer tonight.
Did you say
I was?
Did you save a full can for me? Like,
you are 200% sure? American now.
He was there. Yes, I did watch WrestleMania both nights with Boomer.
Well, Boomer, how many did he drink tonight?
I didn't drink at all.
And that's the question. And Boomer, did you have any real American beer? And if so, what?
He doesn't drink. He's not a beer guy. He doesn't drink beer.
This is Mr. Reporter asking now. I gotta change my lower third to Mr. Reporter.
Mr. Reporter.
There you go.
Mr. Reporter.
Well, anything else to say about Trick Williams versus
in the history of pro wrestling matches, this was one of them.
This was definitely a WrestleMania match, I will say that.
Yeah. Right. In the history of US title matches.
I mean, not bad. I've seen worse WrestleMania.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I've seen worse WrestleMania matches.
I think the best word is clunky.
This might have been unfortunately, I think this was the weakest match on this show.
I think it might be the weakest match of the weekend.
Maybe.
He drank one on our trip to St. Louis, and that's it. Wait. You had one. You said this was your first time trying it last night.
No, I did not drink it in St. Louis.
He couldn't bring himself to drink more. Boomer. I can't let you disparage Austin and his credibility here. He said last night was his first time trying real American beer. And that's what we got to go with.
Well, yeah.
It was on the internet, so.
That's right. So now it's true.
It has to be true.
Anything on the internet's true.
Yeah.
Well, should we move on? Should we move on to the next match?
We've defeated Iran.
Yes.
War's over.
Oh, good.
That's what the internet tells me.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
All right. So I got something to say about the next match here.
It was Finn Balor versus Dom.
All right. I have a complaint.
The Demon. I
have a complaint. And it has nothing to do with the match itself, really. I thought the match itself was okay. It was entertaining. Wouldn't it have, from a storyline and a creative perspective, though, I feel like they missed an opportunity here. I think because of the history of Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio together in Judgment Day, and Finn Balor kind of being like a father figure or a big brother figure to Dominic and everything for all this time, and wouldn't it have been actually more compelling from a storytelling perspective to have Finn not be the Demon, but to just be Finn Balor and you know, have that play into the match, like maybe during the match, you know, obviously they've had a falling out, but there's a part of him, you know, that still feels a little something for Dominic or feels sorry for him or whatever it is, and really bring that into the match and bring some real, some real storytelling into this instead of just being the demon. They could have done the demon thing later on. They didn't have to do it at WrestleMania. I think it would have been a better story if Finn Balor had just been Finn Balor for this match.
I would have liked it if they did the turn. If they had Finn get kicked out of the Judgment Day before Elimination Chamber, then you build to a one-on-one match between Dom and Finn. Have Dom win clean in like 5 minutes, but then you have Finn come back and say, I showed pity on you. I let feelings get in the way.
Yeah.
Now, so I love that idea, Matt. I agree. It would have definitely had an added element to this match. It does feel like that bringing the demon back, as monumental as this character is, felt very rushed.
Yeah. And also Austin had made a point too. Oh, yeah. Boomer says you're fibbing. And Austin, you had made that point too about how they shouldn't have they shouldn't have announced it.
They absolutely should not have announced him as the demon. It should have been a surprise, because I think the demon always works better as a surprise. It worked in NXT as a surprise and on the main roster. Even though on the main roster, I don't think he ever really came out as the demon as a surprise. But
I think you could have, in the announcement today, I just thought of this, would have been cooler if Adam Pearce goes, Dom, you like to use weapons and everything. Tonight's match against Finn Balor is a street fight.
Yeah.
And you have Dom get uber confident. Like, oh man,
I see where you're going.
I'm going to do all of this to Finn. Oh, my goodness. And then you have Finn come out as the demon.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that would have been very cool. That's a good idea.
And you have Dom give that terrified heel look, like, what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah,
right.
I guarantee you the crowd would have popped.
Yes.
I do agree to a point with what you're saying, Matt, with, they should have had a match first and then this is how you bring the demon in. But I can't lie, I'm such a mark for this demon character. I loved this.
It is cool. It is cool.
This is the guy. This is the guy I fell in love with.
He might have had the second best entrance of the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, the demon entrance is always amazing.
There was a better entrance, and there was a better entrance tonight.
Yeah. And, the paint was very cool on the back. It showed the demon eating Dominic, which is amazing. And Dom sold it very well, too, during the entrance. They kept cutting to Dom, and he had this terrified look. This is the first time I noticed in this match that Finn actually kind of wrestled differently as the demon.
Really?
He would sell differently. He would, just his mannerisms were different, because a lot of the time when he's the demon, it's legit just paint. It's not like anything different. He wrestles the exact same way, but when it got towards the end of the match where he's just laid out dead, and then all of a sudden he just pops up. Like, I love those little differences between Finn and when he's the demon.
Yeah.
I thought at the end of this match, the coup de grace through the table looked so brutal on Finn.
That was gnarly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I was very scared that he did some damage to his legs.
Yeah.
Well,
because it's not usually, you would think for a table bump, especially with a double foot stomp, you would have the table be horizontal towards you as opposed to like the side. Vertical, not horizontal. Sorry. I'm just happy that Finn won this match. Actually,
I don't think it hurts Dom.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. He's still the AAA Mega Champion. I mean,
Finn needed to win this match as the demon, because the last few times he has been the demon, he's lost for no reason. I think back to Mania 39 when he lost to Edge when he was the demon, and he should not have lost. So, it was good for Balor to actually get a win. where this goes, I don't know. I think Balor is comfortably in the IC title picture from here on out, I would imagine. I don't see this being like a main event thing for Finn Balor, even though
No.
he's good enough to be in that spot, but I just don't think WWE sees him there.
And you know, bad weekend for the Judgment Day overall. I mean, yes, Liv Morgan won, but JD lost.
Yeah.
Dom lost. Are they truly cursed?
I think Dominic still might be cursed, I think.
Yeah. I think Dominic needs to find my boy Danhausen.
But yeah, this was a good match. I think this change.
I don't think it was a bad match. I think they did a great job and really told a good story.
I think the change to the street fight helped this match a lot. Because this has kind of been a feud brewing for a long time since Mania last year, if you really think about it. And if this is the blow off and Finn Balor is finally done with the Judgment Day, I think this is a good way to end it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll move on to the what was somewhere in there. Oh, we didn't mention well, I was going to say there was Cena announcing the
that was before the main event. We had Cargill and Rhea Ripley left.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. I can remember the order.
Yeah, we have Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Jade Cargill's entrance was cool. I couldn't really figure out what she was wearing. It looked like a bunch of hair to me.
I thought it was a person, like strapped to her back like Yoda. She walked out, I'm like, is this another Mandalorian and Grogu promo?
B-Fab strapped to her back. That'd have been hilarious.
Well, the thing is, too, she took it off so early in her entrance, it was hard to get a good look at it.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that just stuck with me is I don't like throwing this term around willy-nilly. Rhea Ripley got a legit Road Warrior pop when she came out.
Crowd exploded when her
like that might have been the pop of the weekend. And I told Austin this. I said, this is your franchise.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Rhea is
the franchise.
Rhea is legit a top 2 star in this company.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And just... I compared the two reactions, and I know, I know. You guys think I've been unfair to Jade Cargill and whatever. But I have evidence. Austin agreed with me on this. When she walked out, I'm like, this reaction is absolutely horrible. It was
quiet.
It was quiet. And like that, I was like,
I didn't notice.
I don't know what to say.
There were some boos. I did hear boos, which that's fine, but it wasn't like a resounding boo.
It just was like I don't care. And it's like I don't, and I guarantee you, because Triple H is a former wrestler, so I guarantee you he heard it. It's, for me, I think Jade Cargill is kind of at a career crossroads here. Like, where do they go with her now? Because you tried pairing her with B-Fab and Michin. That didn't get over. You tried...
but that's not her fault, in my opinion.
No, it's not. But I'm going through a list here. Yeah. It's like they've tried so many things to really get her into that upper tier, and I'm just not feeling the crowd vibing with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she just needs a little more time. But, I think she's underrated. But I know I definitely have an unpopular opinion on Jade
I might have been unfairly of her in the past, maybe a touch. But to quote good old JR, maybe it's time for her to go learn a new hold.
I I don't know how long this match was. It felt longer than
I clocked in at 12 minutes.
Well, it's almost double the time that Liv and Stephanie got. So
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this was a good match. This was good.
I liked it. I liked it
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
I think it, again, much like Oba and Brock, it served its purpose, and I loved the finish.
You know,
Yeah.
you just
I
let
like-
it. Hold on. I just have to say this. Jade Cargill hit a one-winged angel in this match, which
You know-
I started dying laughing when
That
she
could
hit
be
that.
taken one of two ways, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
And I hope the opinion of both of you. That could be taken as showing respect to Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Or the flip side could be seen as an FU to Kenny Omega in AEW. I don't know which one it is.
Why though?
think-
Why though? Fill in the blanks for me because I don't. Is there heat there?
That's what I'm getting at. I don't know. Kenny in his role as AEW EVP was in charge of the women.
Right.
Yeah.
So I saw it, and I know she didn't leave AEW under the best of terms. So I don't know. I don't want to sit here and plant a seed that may be false, but that's why I said it could be perceived two different ways.
I think it was a sign of respect personally because
I don't think you use another wrestler's finish without it meaning something.
Yeah, I think it was a sign of respect because if you hear Jade Cargill talk about AEW in interviews, she doesn't down talk them. She doesn't talk shit. She always talks about her AEW run very highly. And I don't think Kenny Omega had a hand in helping train her. I think that was more Bryan Danielson than anything else, which I did notice. She also did a label lock, which I noticed, but I definitely think it was a sign of respect because I mean, if you really look at how Jade was booked in AEW, she was booked greatly in AEW. She had the TBS title for either a year or over a year, I think.
Women, though, in AEW, historically, you said she was booked well. Outside of Britt Baker, can you say anyone's really been booked like a star in AEW? Women-wise,
Mercedes.
I mean, there have been like
Mercedes Moné, definitely, yeah. What?
That's a woman.
She is a woman. Yeah.
Tekla now. I don't know if you guys know about Tekla,
they are getting so much better about booking women. But while Jade Cargill was there, they were not good at it.
No,
but I don't remember hearing about her leaving under bad terms, though. I thought it was just her contract was up and WWE came calling with a better offer.
My understanding is the bad terms might have been between her and management.
Okay.
She got an offer she deemed was insulting.
Oh, okay.
Which, again, that goes back to my number one criticism of TK, that he is not a wrestling mind.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're negotiating with a wrestler, you cannot massively lowball them as a part of your first offer because you insult them and you devalue what they mean to your company.
Right.
This isn't like the NFL where you give them your lowest offer first and be like, hey, this is a negotiation. No, you gave me your offer. Now I'm going to go to WWE and hear their offer.
Right.
But I do think the finish of this match was executed really well.
Oh,
I liked it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
With
her
reversing the Jaded into the Riptide.
It was like seamless. It was perfect.
Yeah, that was good.
Io Sky getting on the show. Awesome.
I like that.
She should have had a match.
Usually
it is what it is.
Usually I don't like run-ins in a championship match on Mania, unless they really mean something. So when I saw Mishin and BFAB come out, in my head, I was, oh, Jesus Christ, why? And then I saw EO, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool with this. And then I saw what EO did.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And they also planted the seeds for maybe
where they're going.
Maybe there's something here when Jade Cargill told both of them, get her, and they hesitated.
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going. Okay.
I noticed that with Jade and
it's like, okay, I could get behind that, because if you're gonna try to turn Jade Cargill face, that could be that could be the new hold.
No, she's better as a heel, in my opinion. No, where I thought you were going with that was they're planting the seeds for Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky, because Rhea has never beaten Io.
Right.
I think with as over as Rhea is, you have to turn Io.
I don't think so. I think they turn Rhea eventually. Rhea's an awesome heel.
Rhea is good as a heel.
I think they turn Rhea.
I think there's more potential with turning Io.
Or you don't turn either of them. Face versus face could work.
No.
That tension.
No. I disagree.
Unfortunately, though, I think we're a long ways from that match with happening, because effectively this makes Rhea Ripley on SmackDown now.
Yep.
She's not a part of Raw. She's not a part of
That's another thing I alluded to, is Rhea was advertised for Raw tomorrow night, and it's obvious that she won't be on Raw.
Well, because I assume with her winning the SmackDown belt, she's just going to be a regular on SmackDown now.
Yep.
Yeah, but Io, they could move Io to the other show too. I mean, it doesn't. They're not as. They don't even do the. They're not even doing the draft anymore. I mean, I don't think the brand split's that important.
At the end of the day, they don't really. They only care about the brand split when they choose to care about it.
Exactly.
So if they really want to do Io and Rhea, like, it'll happen immediately if they really want it to happen. So
I think it'll happen fairly soon. I think that's what they're building toward. I think that's the logical step. All right. Anything else on this match? Jade Cargill versus
I love
Rhea
the
Ripley?
match.
Oh, you did. You loved it. Okay, good.
It was good.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's the best Jade Cargill has looked in WWE.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I agree with you.
I think when Rhea can actually get in there and wrestle, I don't think there's a better women's talent in WWE than Rhea Ripley.
Yep. Okay. All right. So what have we got next?
We got the
we got the Danhausen.
I think we have to talk about it.
Oh, so good. I loved everything about that segment.
I will say though, I was somewhat right with what I said with The Miz and Danhausen and all that. I was somewhat right. I'll take a point for that. So John Cena comes out. This is the attendance part. I forget the number that they announced, but it was like 55,000 or whatever.
I remember it was about 5,000 more than yesterday.
Yeah.
So the total was like 106,072 or something like that. And then
totally made up number, but whatever.
Well.
They only did 26,000 more than what was projected.
Yeah. So then we hear The Miz, and The Miz basically saying, like, I went last year without a Mania moment. Like, I'm not going to go this year without one. Kit Wilson's with him also. John Cena completely buries Kit Wilson here because he goes, first of all, he shoot names The Miz. He goes, hey, Mike, how you doing?
Yeah.
And then he goes to Kit Wilson and goes, and you are? Like, just complete, like, I assume Cena didn't mean to bury this guy, but it's basically what he did. He was like, I have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of little Danhausens come out.
Yeah.
And then
midgets. They
actually
had permission to call them midgets.
They actually said midget on the broadcast, which I was pretty shocked about.
Yeah. but then he immediately qualified it.
Yeah. And then and then Danhausen comes out in this little cart thing.
That whole thing was great. I love
The
his
cart
entrance.
the Carthausen.
Yeah, that was great.
And this segment was awesome. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It was funny. It was good. You know, he made it seem like he was gonna curse John Cena, and then he was just like, "Hey, I'm a big fan. Nice to meet you."
Yep.
And then the midgets swarm the Miz, and
Yeah.
You know, one, I can't say I'm so happy for Danhausen.
Oh yeah.
The guy just can entertain. And then the end when he tried to disappear.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that
funny,
legitimately, it seemed like that legitimately like popped Cena. Like he legitimately was laughing about that.
Yeah.
And then he goes to hit the 5-knuckle shuffle, but instead of a punch, it's an eye poke, which that made me laugh.
Yeah. No, everything about that segment I thought was really good, which is nice too, because very often when they try to do a comedy segment, it's not good.
If
in
you want a
WWE.
true comedy segment, bring out Danhausen.
Yep, he makes it work.
I mean, Danhausen's legit funny, which helps.
Exactly.
Like, there's nothing more painful than a comedy act that's not funny at all.
Right.
And fortunately, Danhausen's funny. He's entertaining. The crowd is behind him. You know, he had a whole stadium chanting "You are cursed."
Yeah.
Which what a stark contrast from when he debuted. It's almost it's legit a night and day difference.
All the people who said that, you know, who is this guy? It was a failure. It was this, it was that. And yeah.
And very good segment, I think. It was awesome.
I agree. Everything about it worked. And then after that, so should we get to the main event?
Yes.
Main event time.
All right.
The best entrance of the weekend.
So before we get to that, I want to talk about Roman's entrance first. Roman's entrance was very good. It had this orchestra feel. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he brought back the original Tribal Chief theme when he first became the Tribal Chief. It's not like the remixed version that he has been using. It went back to the old theme, which is a much better song in my opinion. But oh man, when it cut to that wide shot of Allegiant Stadium, and I heard the first little drum beats of Miseria Cantare. Legitimate chills all over. It was nuts.
Yeah, like anyone that is a CM Punk fan knows what that song means.
Yeah.
To, like, I have been in rec centers. Everyone's standing, pounding their hands on the metal guardrail covers to the beat of Miseria Cantare and singing the song so loudly you can't hear the song. Like that was there are entrance themes and then there are anthems. That was an anthem. Yeah. I mean, it was for the longest time, even like years after he left, it was the top selling Ring of Honor shirt of all time. CM Punk throwing up the axe, and on the back it said, "You are now one of us."
Yeah. And the shot of Punk sitting cross-legged on top of Allegiant Stadium with the old school ROH jacket, like I could not move the smile off my face even if I wanted to. Like that. Like, wow. Like, this really is the greatest of all fucking time.
It got my hopes up that he was going to wear the long shorts.
Yeah.
With the kick pads in the jacket out to the ring.
And then, like, the entrance doesn't stop there, though. Like, Miseria Cantare finishes. It gets to the apex of the song. And then Punk walks out to nothing. It's just the crowd chanting his name. And then he hits it's clobber in time, and then Cult of Personality hits. And just
and the
incredible.
tributes
Incredible.
in his ring gear,
Yeah.
having the names of the 3 WWF crew members that have passed away on the sleeve. But the one that got me, and I actually got a little misty-eyed, is the Harley Race tribute.
Harley Race on the back with the crown.
Yep. Because I know what Harley meant to Punk. Harley was very instrumental in Punk's career. Harley was like a chief mentor to CM Punk. When Punk would work in Kansas City, he would stay at Harley's house. So yeah, big time. I met Harley on 5 different occasions. I met him at a book signing and met him and told him, I'm like, CM Punk told a funny story about you. And he goes, what'd that son of a bitch Punk have to say? And I told this story and he goes, yeah, the story is basically he called CM Punk was sitting there late one night. Harley's intoxicated because that's Harley. And CM Punk is talking about 90s wrestling. And he goes, that homosexual Indian. I think he was referencing Tatanka.
Oh, okay.
And Harley Race goes, the Ultimate Warrior?
That's funny.
And I guess Punk and Cabana just lost it and Harley got legit mad at him because he thought that they were laughing at him. And this was left out of Punk's blog, but he might have probably punched Punk. I'm gonna guess. But yeah.
So the entrance was cool. Both entrances were really good. And I thought go ahead, Austin.
I was just gonna bring it into the match itself.
Yep.
What incredible match! Just that is a WrestleMania main event if there ever was one.
Mm-hmm.
That might crack. I would have to reevaluate. That might crack my top 10 of all time Mania matches. Just the story they told in both guys, the little nuances they did, like Roman just talking crap throughout the match. Like when he's like, mock me, you bitch. And when he's like, nah, this ain't Twitter. This ain't a promo battle. Like, and then doing the go to sleep. And, it just was such a great match. And it lived up to everything. And I love the ending. When the false finish of Punk getting Roman up for the second go to sleep, what he put Gunther away with, what he put Jey Uso away with, he lifts Roman up and he can't do it and he just collapses.
Yep.
And then the last bit of defiance from Punk when he throws that little slap at Roman. Just wow. And a great story. Match of the weekend, and
I agree.
I'm gonna say it. We're 4 months into 2026. It's match of the year.
Well, we'll see.
And at this point, it is match of the year.
Sure.
I
like it a lot.
The spot that got me the most was Punk taking the tape off and throwing it at Roman, and then the ref kind of walks away with it, and then he low blows him into a GTS. That like most false finishes legit don't get me anymore, but that one got me. Like I bit on it hard.
I told you, Austin. I said I thought it was done right there.
And it, and then Punk being hung up on the rope and Roman just spamming the Superman punch, and then all of a sudden grabs the steps and hitting Punk with it. That this became a no DQ match out of nowhere. Punk bleeding really added to it. Roman bleeding a little bit added to it. I didn't know. I thought this match was gonna be good, but I didn't think it was. I had no idea it was gonna be like that good. Like, and say what you want about Roman. He's not here all the time. He doesn't wrestle often, but when you give
When
him
he
something,
does,
when you give him something he can sink his teeth into and he locks in,
Yep.
there's not many
there's
better.
magic.
Yeah, there's not many better in ring than
I
Roman.
agree.
I'm
agree.
sorry.
I think what they do with Roman is what they tried with Brock for so many years.
Yeah.
To when they bring Roman, it's that big fight feel. And they did that with Brock for so long and no one bought it because everyone knew what a self-serving a-hole Brock Lesnar was. I think everyone buys it with Roman now.
Yeah.
That when the tribal chief is here, this is the big fight vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And both of them, man, they killed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
And not
Really
only Roman, but for Punk at this stage of his career, at his age and everything he's gone through, to go out and have a match that good,
Mhm.
like it's just, what more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? Like all time great.
This
All time great.
is head and shoulders above Punk's WrestleMania 29 match against Taker. This is Punk's best Mania match.
Yeah, I agree.
And I dare say it might be Roman's. It might be better than Cody Roman at WrestleMania 40.
I'd
Yeah.
have to rewatch Mania 40, but it's definitely up there. If I had to make like a top 3, this would probably be like 2 off rip. But
Yeah. No, it was really, really good. Really good. Okay. All right. Any other thoughts on that or thoughts on WrestleMania 42?
Night 2 actually felt like WrestleMania.
Yes,
like,
it did.
Sunday.
I thought night 2 was better.
This card actually felt like a WrestleMania.
I'm going to give night 2 a solid B. I mean, I'm a tough grader.
Hmm.
I'm going to give it a solid B. Like, and I'm talking it's closer to the B plus range than to the B minus range.
Yeah. I agree.
I think overall for the 2 nights, I'm going to give it a C plus. I think night 1 really hurt it. I think they did a great job of turning things around with night 2.
Yeah. I'm going to give night 1 a B minus and night 2 a B. I'm with you on night 2.
Give it a B. I gave night 2 a C, I think, or a C plus or something like that. Night 2.
You just said you gave night 2 a C plus.
No, night 1. Sorry, not.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Night 1.
I think Matt and I were both like, huh?
Night 1, I would give like a C too, I think, and then night 2. This gets like a solid B plus out of me. I didn't mind any match. I think Trick and Sammy should have went longer. You could have gave a little bit more time to Rhea and Jade. But other than those 2 nitpicks, this was a good show. I had fun watching this show. Overall, I think I would give WrestleMania 42 a C plus, I would say, because night 2 drastically outweighs night 1, but I just wasn't so crazy about night 1, so that drags it down a little bit.
I actually came into night 2 just being like, I'm gonna treat this as night 1 and fresh slate.
Yeah.
Because like I actually, when we went off air last night, thought more about it, and I'm like, that was not good. But I think they did a great job. I think, I have no issue with WrestleMania being 2 nights, but you gotta find a way to even the nights out. Like, they haven't been able to find that method yet.
All right. All right. Well, WrestleMania 42 in the books. Should we talk about next week, what we're doing on the show next week?
Next week, we are talking about something that occurs tomorrow night. The night after Mania, Monday Night Raw. When did it become such a big deal? I actually went through the history, and I remember vividly when it became a big deal.
Okay.
And
yeah, that'll be very interesting.
Talk about surprises, things that fell flat, and why it's become such a pro wrestling phenomenon that you have to watch the Raw after Mania.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be perfect and very timely. Well, good.
Maybe there'll be a moment tomorrow that we talk about.
Oh, I'm sure there will.
Exactly. I'm sure there will be. Yeah. Probably be a lot. Well, excuse me. Very good. Very good. Well, guys, this has been wonderful. Of course, streaming live 2 nights in a row after WrestleMania. Very cool.
Yes.
So,
yeah. And, maybe not something we're going to do for every premium live event, but certainly for the major ones, we can certainly do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this has been great. I've enjoyed it, and fitting into a great wrestling weekend.
Yep, outstanding. Well, Eric, where can people find you?
You can find me at theirishtribune.com, where I am the managing editor. We have a lot of great content rolling out right now about basketball players Notre Dame's picking up out of the transfer portal, written by Brendan Duffy. We are also gearing up for football season, have some articles about 2027 recruiting, and we're talking about spring football, which Notre Dame is going into spring football very highly regarded. So a lot going on there. You can also find me on X, Eric Pilcher IT. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram, Pilcher's Point, and Facebook, Eric Pilcher.
Very good. Very good. And Austin, where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter, X, or whatever you like to call it. I don't care. I live tweeted both nights of WrestleMania. I'll more than likely be live tweeting during Raw. Twitter handle is Austin Z Hicks. If you just search up my name, you'll probably find me. Follow me on there if you care.
Very good. Very good. You can find me at mattconnerton.com. That's the easiest place to find me. And please like and subscribe to the show on YouTube, or subscribe on your podcast platform of choice, et cetera, et cetera. And that's going to do it for us for now. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And thanks, everybody.